Hello friends, hello, and welcome. Happy greetings to you wherever you are. Thanks for joining me. I am Jennifer from Personal Power Life Coaching. I'm a certified and trained life coach, and I'm also a tarot card reader. So I'm also presenting tarot guidance on a somewhat frequent basis from Jennifer Tarot Spiritual Guidance. And thank you for joining. Super glad that we are connected today, going live on this Facebook video transmission. So my message for today in this moment now of your life, of our life, is about the changing season. And the changing season now, today is September 20th, which means that we are entering autumn, the autumnal equinox, the shift from summer to fall, and then into winter. So depending on where you are in the world, you may already see pronounced weather changes. I know in New York, where my family is, already the reports are that it is already getting chilly and you have to kind of shift your wardrobe already. Here in Dubai, it is still quite warm, comfortably so. I love the warmth, I love the heat, so I have no qualms with it. But I do notice the days get shorter in terms of sunlight. And I noticed that even people, in terms of eating, they tend to be finished with their lunches a little bit earlier. And hello to everyone watching. Hi, Ella. Hello, dear. Hope you're doing great. Nice to see you. And bless you and bless your whole family. And so, you know, you may feel a little bit ungrounded with the way the season is changing now. I know this past week for me energetically, because I'm quite sensitive to energy, and we all are. It's just a matter of how much awareness we have about it, how in tune we want to be, how much you want to be in tune with that energy. And so it was a really charged, energetic week, and especially towards the end, like yesterday, a lot of changes happening in terms of like relationships and positive shifts, but they can feel powerful and they can feel intense and even overwhelming. Maybe some folks are not sleeping well. I hear reports on that too, that some have not slept very well. I know I wasn't sleeping too well earlier this week, and then I just had to go out and get my melatonin to make sure that I could give my body the hormone that it needed, which is melatonin, and just to put it in that right direction. And that helps, and melatonin is beneficial as long as you know why you're taking it and how much you're taking and what is your intention behind it, and the usage, the dosage. So it's the dosage that really makes the poison, but it's not a poison, otherwise I wouldn't be taking it. And in any case, so that's an example of how these seasonal changes and lunar changes, solar changes, all of these things affect our energy. They do for sure, 100%. And whether you realize that or not, it's just a matter of how aware you are and how much you choose to accept it. So whether you choose to or not, it just is what it is. So I was just about to sit down for a meal, and I realized that I was feeling a little bit unsteady and ungrounded, and I just wondered, and I asked my higher self and my angels, is, you know, taking a deep breath, is what would really help? What would really help to just help me to make sure that I have a pleasant meal, that I don't overeat, you know, I don't want to feel stuffed, and I also need to eat. So there has to be a healthy balance, you know, there has to be adequate nutrition, adequate intake, good nutrients, and then a measure of satisfaction with your taste buds. So these different factors go through my kind of mind as I want to combine healthy nutrition with fiber and greens, and also with some savory, delicious fruits that I just bought. and I need to manage myself. So sort of like a child. So just parenting myself. Maybe you go through that too, and realizing that you are your own parent, you are your own child, and then you are the third perspective that sees both sides or both parts. So you're the child and you're the parent. And we're just trying to harmonize them and letting them communicate with love, with openness, with authenticity, and giving each other the space, child and parent, giving each other the space to know that they can be what they are. The child can express itself freely and have fun and be free and run around, you know, play in its way that it wants to play, be free and expressive. And the parent can also take care, but not be overzealously controlling or domineering, but also give the child the space it needs to do what it needs to do to evolve and learn and still feel safe and supported. So if you can sort of hold this dialogue in your own head, both sides of the equation, you can come to a point of greater awareness and being more awakened to your own wisdom and creating more of a bridge, building the bridge. And it's a long bridge. And it can be as long as it takes for us to sort of open that connection, put the building blocks down, sow the seeds with positive intention, and allowing each other to love each other, parent and child, loving yourself basically, from your different levels of consciousness. So in any case, the reason that came up is because it's about you finding stability and grounding and rootedness amidst life's hectic pace and dynamic changes. Changes are going to continue coming no matter what we want in our comfort zone. And if you're adventurous, if you have an open mind, if you are a big thinker, if you are creative and you want to be expansive and visionary even more so, then it's bound to change even more. And so we have to prepare for some level of discomfort, but it's not about just abiding in that uncomfortable state. So in any case, I really love working with magic and just owning the power of energy. And everything is energy, everything is vibrations, and vibrations are basically energy. And it can be a thought, it can be, everything is an energy. A movement is energy. A thought is energy. And yeah, those are examples. I mean, everything. Relationships are energy. Objects are energetic, depending on how organic they are, like how alive they are, or how artificial. But regardless, even if it's a TV, it has energy. It has a certain value of energy to it. So just know that you are an amazing, phenomenal, power-punched existence of cells of energy. So just imagine how much energy you pack, and that's just your physical body, your physical cells, not to speak of what you're thinking. Everything you're thinking, that is energy too, which is why sometimes when people work so much, they're studying so hard for tests, or they're working so much at a desk, they're using their brain a lot, they can feel hungry because the glucose of their brain is being depleted because it's energetically depleted. So we are energy. And so I want to share with you a nice short phrase, and this is from a spell book, and it's a fun spell book, daily spell book for the Good Witch, and it's one of the books that I like to have at the house. I don't cast a spell every day, but from time to time, when time permits it and the energy is right. And so in today's one, it's for September 20th, and it's Autumn Equinox, a spell for balance. And the author of this book, if you want to find it yourself, is Patty Widgington. And today, September 20th, it's an autumn equinox spell for balance. So you'll need a white stone and a black stone and a collection of autumn leaves, fresh autumn leaves. I certainly don't have autumn leaves here in Dubai, but I suppose you could use like seasonal flowers, or maybe just taking leaves from one of the shrubs in your area that have dried up, and those could be like falling leaves. So work with what you have, and And eventually it's your intention. So the idea is that it says that like spring, the counterpart, this is a time of equal hours of light and dark, a season of balance. But as the days begin to grow shorter, you may feel a little bit wobbly, physically and spiritually. You may be having some spiritual rumblings. You may have some, this is me speaking, you may have some spiritual rumblings or inner turmoil or some questions or wondering, you know, about the course of your life and just feeling like you're changing. Maybe you just feel like you're changing, like you're getting older or more mature, but not older and like, oh my God, like I'm aging physically and I'm not looking so young. It's more about sort of that aging aspect connected with wisdom and life experience and sort of looking at things from a perspective of a more adult self. And so this can help you to get back into a bit of more seasonal balance and get back on track as nights grow colder and the days get shorter and the cold gets stronger. So you would do this outside, seated on the ground, or you can do it in the house and just have your own sacred space. And you collect your ingredients, the black stone, white stone, and the leaves, and then you have this saying: black and white, dark and light, balance finding me. The summer is done and winter comes. Balance finding me. And I love this one because it's so simple and it's so applicable to many situations. Like if you're at work and you're nervous about a project, or you just have anxiety, or you have anxiety or worry about a situation in your life, like you're changing a job, or you're just worried for your kids or for your relationships, or even just you have no explicable sense of anxiety and worry. That's okay, regardless of whether it's a nutritional thing or whether it's a lifestyle thing. You can always bring in an added dose of spirituality that never hurts for you to keep an open heart and open mind and say something like that: black and white, dark and light, balance finding me. And say it with me if you can. The summer is done and winter comes. Balance finding me. And then you place the stones on the ground in front of you and you consider all the balance you have in your life and the balance that you still need to find and that you want to find. And with your eyes closed, you just take that in. Hold the leaves in your hands with your eyes closed, stones on the ground. Smell the leaves, smell the aroma, take in the smells of the season as it is now, or take in the smell of life as it is now. Now I have my plant here actually, and I believe she shed something. So for instance, I have this dry one here, and I can sort of hold this as a symbolic representation, as a symbol, because everything in life is a symbol. And so let this be a symbol in my spell, and I smell it, I take in the aroma and the meaning of how even plants have to wither and their leaves get shrunken and shriveled when their life has expired, their time has passed, and yet there are still other leaves in the plant that are still budding and growing, but it's a new season and her season has gone. So a new change is coming. So take in the smell of the aromas that surround you and say, as the days grow short and the cold arrives, I'll find balance and joy within my life. As the days grow short and the cold arrives, I'll find balance within my life. As the days grow short and the cold arrives, you will find balance in your life. You will find balance in your life. Absolutely. And so toss up the leaves in the air and just smile, taking a deep breath, and let them fall on you, and then get up and go home if you did it outside, seated on the ground, or else just get up and continue about in your wonderful home, in your blessed home, and just remember that affirmation. As the days grow short and colds arrive, I'll find balance and joy within my life. So that's it for now, friends. Our personal power magic segment. It's our segment of spiritual focus, which is also combined with a new perspective on life, being open-minded and open-hearted, because when we are open to amazing things happening for us, amazing blessings, new opportunities, new portals and doors that open that we could not have imagined before we decided to keep our mind open and our heart open, emptying our mind of preconceptions and being open like a willing child to learn what the world has for us in all its beauty, magnificence, and splendor. So enjoy it. Happy autumn. Have a blessed, amazing autumn. Enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it. Enjoy your autumnal seasonal foods, fruits and vegetables that are in season, locally grown, and internationally grown too, because hey, that's the world we live in. But you can make wise choices within the cornucopia of variety and options and diversity. So choose wisely, choose what the best you would choose with an open heart and an open mind. It's possible. It's all possible for you. And I love you. So thank you for joining me. I'm Jennifer from Personal Power Life Coaching and Jennifer Tarot Spiritual Life Guidance. Keep on going, say your affirmation, and enjoy the rest of your life. Wishing you a beautiful, happily ever after. Bye-bye, and see you so soon. See you tomorrow. Many blessings. Namaste.